Okay, apparently, while all of that was taking place, the previous video ended. So I guess I'll do like part 1, part 2 for this. I killed these two guys who had axes, and this guy came running through that door, and he's just one of those soldiers that we've seen in the past, so yeah. This door is a shortcut, can't be opened from this side, so that sucks. It goes down below, and down below is, just fine. And there is another guy right over here. But there is nothing else in here. You'd think they would be hiding something if there was a guy hidden there, but they're not. That's the shortcut stairs that leads to the lower Undeadburg. In here is black fire bombs. So, woohoo! More fire. Now, the guy in the back will chuck fire bombs at you. No matter what. If he is allowed to survive, he will just chuck more and more fire bombs at you. Drink my OJ real quick. Now, you see I got a 1 from that last guy. If you noticed, it was kind of black when I got his souls. That was me getting a humanity from him at the same time. Now, I don't like when they fly off the edge, because that means if they had any items, then I cannot get it. Sometimes they land on the below area, sometimes they don't. That item right there is actually being guarded by the Black Knight that I talked about earlier. So, yeah. Let's just put a pin in that. Now go over here. This is why I got the residence key, because you can open up these doors. And then go over here, and you have some gold pine resin. That is good. That will put lightning on your weapons. Gold pine resin is a friend. Now, here comes that spear dude that we just saw going around. And let's just let him come to me so I don't aggro the two sword guys. And up here, make sure there's nothing back there. Yeah, up here, you hear it, there's a crossbow dude. You can do heavy attacks, which I don't really use all that often. I usually use light attacks. Then again, I also usually fight with a sword, so mace and axe are not really my specialties. I only wanted to aggro one of these guys at a time. Now go down here. Aggro this guy. Got him. Now, there is a trap right there. Almost everyone falls for it. Basically, there's a guy waiting with a burning barrel. And when you climb those steps, he will throw the burning barrel. If you roll off, you roll literally off. If you run down, sometimes you make it, other times you don't. So, yeah. And the Black Knight I was talking about is right here. For early game, he is a pain in the ass. And I will aggro him and try to take him on. The things I do for my channel. fact that that did not, you know, take a lot off when I blocked is kind of scary. Because this guy will chunk my ass up. Now, other people like to parry this guy. I try to just backstab. Now, if he didn't go flying, there is a way to get him to, like, be behind him when he climbs back up. And then you can just backstab him again if you time it right. I am not necessarily a perfectionist at that. We will see what happens. As you can see, I am doing almost no damage here. But I am a cheap little bastard who will do what he can. Like I said, he will chunk my ass up. And that was round 1. You will see that a lot. There are people who can go through this whole game at soul level 1 and say it's so easy because they beat it with a fucking ladle without leveling up ever at all. And to those guys, I say, I don't have the time of day to memorize the entire game and every single strat, so yeah, go do your own thing. Now, if you noticed, when I brought this guy in here, the fire went down and then relit. So that is just a kind of a thing. You cannot be seated at the fire when enemies get there. If you are seated at the fire and, you know, enemies are coming, then it's sometimes fine. But other than that... Oh, he gave us a Titanite Shard, which is good for leveling up your weapons, and a Hollow Soldier Waste Bin. Let's see if that is better than my boots. Physically, it is, and it's good for slash, which is, I believe, what that one guy does do. It's also lighter, and it actually has poise. Everything else it sucks on, so, you know, while we're up here, they're fine. And you can see my weird little legs. Now, run through here again. And this time that guy just kind of showed up like he was supposed to. Now, if you are in a backstab animation, if you are in a backstab, a repost, whatever it is, if you are in an animation and a guy tries to attack you, they will not hit you. You are golden. But if you are not, then you will receive the hit. That was a jump attack. I didn't really mean to do it, but oh well. There's my bloodstain. Like I said, this guy will be chucking firebombs at you, even though he's freaking got a sword on him. Now, boxes do not respawn, but, you know, there are other things that do. Enemies, obviously. There are enemies that do not respawn. Now, sometimes if you hit them once, they won't throw anything at you. They'll just try to attack you. like that first guy did. The other guy just went flying. Thank you, Havoc. And yeah, that's just kind of what Dark Souls is all about. It's fun. It's weird. You gotta wonder, you know, what the hell's going on half the time. Apparently I can aggro that guy when I have never aggroed him from down there before. So you learn something new every day. Come there. Good. Now what is that compared to mine? Better defense and poise. Worse at everything else. How can I say no? As I look like shit. Sometimes when you want to kick or something, it won't let you because it's not reading the inputs or whatever. As I said, I am not perfect at this game. Hey, let's put a helmet on top of all that. Now I'm fashionable. Okay, but really, let's do this. Let's get our black fire bombs. Regular fire bombs. Pine resin if it comes to that. And let's go. And if you notice, I've got 2 humanity. I didn't notice that until just now. Now, you can start with a backstab on this guy. So, yeah. And as I said, he will fuck you up. You saw how he fucked me up. So, the reason I'm luring him like this is because I am a little bitch. Yeah, like that. I was lucky there. What I was trying to do was climb up that ladder right there, where you can get up to a safe spot and drink your Estus. Some people, I have done it in the past, are able to use that as kind of a I will climb up here and then jump down on you way. Now, the reason I haven't, kindled this bonfire so that I can get 10 like I do over at Firelink Shrine is because I don't really want to at the moment. Sometimes it's good to kindle this first bonfire because it is the bonfire that is closest to the first boss. And sometimes it's not good to do it. So, you know, your choice. Yeah, notice those guys swung right through me because I was in the middle of a backstab. He just jumped right through my attack. So yeah, Havoc is a really fun engine. It is basically says fuck you to physics because, you know, why must we have physics? Sometimes you can do that really quick, like I just did. Other times, as you've noticed, it takes for fucking ever. But if you can lure the Black Knight all the way over here, sometimes you can just climb up here and then slam down on him with a sky attack. Oh, you want to play like that, eh? There. But yeah, that item way down there is what the Black Knight is guarding. It is a fairly good early game ring. It's called the Blue Tearstone Ring, I believe. And it will give you higher defense when your health is low. So, yeah. You want decent defense when your health gets really low? So, like, maybe 2 attacks will kill you instead of 1? Then you kind of want that ring. Now, if it doesn't allow you to have 2 attacks instead of 1, because the attack that would have activated it kind of goes just above to just below, well, I guess you got fucked. But if not, then, well, let's have our fun, shall we? Come here. Yeah, they like to try and sidle up because a lot of the strategy for these guys is sometimes backstabbing them. Is backstabbing them, so... But what was I going to talk about? Oh yeah, poise. As you noticed, this armor actually has it. The other armor did not. Poise is basically a will you get knocked back when you're blocking and not blocking something. High poise, you don't get knocked back as much. Low poise, you do. And he dropped a longsword. Is that better than what I have? No, it is not. I kind of want their shield, because I think the shield is better than what I have. But as I said, I am going to try and kill this guy. Well, I am going to kill this guy. The mad ramblings of a hyperactive nutcase. Yay. Hey! Yay! I got the backstab off. Now I get to run away like a little bitch. Because, yeah. See, that's what I was trying to do, but sometimes you can get him caught on the corner. This time he didn't, and I am losing a lot of black firebombs to this. Now, I've got a thought. With those firebombs. Maybe I can just stand on the roof and chuck them down. Come here. You know you wanna. Yeah. Difference between your character and these hollows, other than that your beef jerky is more, you know, less emaciated, is the red eyes. The red eyes, as far as I've figured, is proof that they have lost their will. Now, one of my theories I like to think of is that with a lot of the older prisons, if you look at the history, the deeper cells were where they put the guys who were the biggest problems, or the guys that were that came in first. So you can say either your character was such a badass that they kept pushing you deeper and deeper into the cells, hoping that you will go mad and just get rid of you. Or or you were one of the first people thrown in there, and you were such a badass that you kept your sanity the whole time. Either way, your character is the awesome one. Everyone else went crazy in there, and you did not. So good for you. But yeah, that's the barrel I was talking about. He will light that on fire, kick it down, and you have to avoid it. I mean, some people are like dodge gods, and they will dodge through the barrel and not take a single lick of damage and be like, ha, I beat it while tonguing the controller or something. But, you know, nobody cares. Will you drop my Oh, you gave me a spear. And another waistcoat, but another Titanite Shard. Thank you. Now, spear. Not as good and takes dex. I should probably put at least 1 or 2 points into my dex next time. But the thing with the Black Knights is that they burned to death. So, yeah, I am trying to get him with my bombs, but I am curious what he would get with my pyromancy as well. I will be trying the strategy I just thought up, which I described. Climb up that ladder while luring him and just kind of chuck bombs down at him. I will also find out if pyromancy is any good. So once more into the breach. And I've got 3 humanity now. Yeah, until you kill the boss, you will gain humanity from random undead. Ah, damn it. Yeah, he is blocking it now. Oh. He's not blocking it, I'm just chucking the other ones now. And I completely whiffed that one. Hey! And I got his sword. That is fucking awesome, because his sword is gigantic. It is awesome. Yes, it takes dex, so I will be working towards getting that, using that, because it is huge. It is a fuck you style sword. Okay, so I can use poison pine. I can use the pine resins on this. I just quickly deselected that. The Black Knights will not respawn except for in one place that is the very end of the game. So if you want to get, like, Black Knight's weapons, there are, I believe, 3. There is the sword, which I just got, the axe, and the, yes, blue tear stone. I will equip that immediately. And the reason I haven't equipped this is because there are certain areas I like to be at for it. Yeah. But yeah, there are like troll messages over there that say jump and whatnot. I'll show you what's over here. There is nothing! Absolutely nothing! But yeah, there will be like troll messages on occasion that say like try jumping and stuff like that. There's a few areas that have that. And it's fine. You know, every community has that. Do not let that scare you away from games like this. As you noticed, I died, I learned, I adapted, and I got better. And that's what you want to do. You want to just barely go up high enough for him to aggro it. And he will come flying down at you. That barrel will not respawn, but he will. So, let's get rid of him. And climb these stairs, because yay! Now, this is a shortcut to a later area of the game. You do not have the key yet. Even the master key I don't think will work on it. It leads to a character I will talk about when we see him, because I will fight him. But other than that, that's all I'm gonna say. Now, there is a crystal lizard on these stairs. It will be over here. Now, the way you can do is if you listen closely, there is a sparkling sound when a crystal lizard happens. The way to activate the crystal lizard is to go up here. Now, you want to kill crystal lizards. First off, they give you twinkling titanite. That's good. They can also give you a random titanite, sometimes. And I got large titanite shards, which will come in handy when I'm upgrading things. But crystal lizards, they only give you one chance to get them at a time. You have to load out and load back in if you don't get them. And they do not respawn once you have gotten them. But the way to activate it is you break at least these barrels. Maybe it's just the first one, I don't know. But let's get boss mode set up, which is why I kept this pine resin to begin with. And yeah, nothing for me there. I'm just gonna get rid of those bolts for now, unless I start using the crossbow. But yeah, I am about to enter first boss. So, 3 Estus, gold pine resin, a morning star, and I look like shit. Let's rock. Now, you know you went through boss fog because it stays there. It does not leave. First thing you want to do with this guy is climb up here and get rid of the 2 guys acting like cowards with their crossbows. Now, the boss will pop up in 3, 2, 1. There he is. That is the tourist demon you just heard and saw. And some people, a lot of people use this strategy. I was an idiot and went up the stairs. You can block his swings. It just kind of chip damages you. Now he can hit you if you lower on the ladder. And if you are not quick enough, he will jump up here. Like that. That is the literal first time he has ever jumped up and landed on me. Now, I wish there was a quick climb, but there doesn't seem to be. And last of my Estus, just as victory is achieved. Now, I will not try to repeat this, but the very first time I ever fought the Taurus demon, I shit you not, I was standing right here when I killed him, and he nearly pushed me off this ledge. I was like right here when he finally finished fading. I am so lucky that I did not die to him, and it's kind of funny when you think about it, because he just kind of pushed, and it was like, okay, well, you're fucked. Good for you. And there is a large soul of lost undead right there. Just kind of run down these stairs here. And coming over here is everybody's favorite sunshine lover, Solaire of Astora.
Ah, hello. You don't look hollow, far from it. I am Solaire of Astora, an adherent of the Lord of Sunlight. Now that I am undead, I have come to this great land, the birthplace of Lord Gwyn, to seek my very own son. You find that strange? Well, you should. No need to hide your reaction. I get that look all the time.
Now, he said I don't look hollow. Far from it. I disagree. Maybe he thinks differently, but...
Oh, aha. So I didn't scare you. I have a proposition, if you have a moment.
Yeah, but he's inviting you to multiplayer stuff. I'm just doing this for his dialogue.
The way I see it, our fates appear to be intertwined. In a land brimming with hollows, could that really be mere chance? So what do you say? Why not help one another on this lonely journey?
If you do not say yes, even if you're in offline mode, you cannot summon any friendly phantoms. You can't get invaded as far as I know either. Well, you might still be able to. I'm not sure on that. I'm not going to try it. But you cannot get help with the second/third boss coming up. Depends if you count the asylum demon as a boss. You cannot get help with later boss fights. Like I said, I'm going to try and do all the NPC phantoms, but staying human is kind of a pain in the ass in certain areas, so no guarantees.
This pleases me greatly. Well then, take this. We are amidst strange beings in a strange land. The flow of time itself is convoluted, with heroes centuries old phasing in and out. The very fabric wavers, and relations shift and obscure. There's no telling how much longer your world and mine will remain in contact. But use this to summon one another as spirits, cross the gaps between the worlds, and engage in jolly cooperation. Of course, we are not the only ones engaged in this, but I am a warrior of the sun. Spot my summon signature easily by its brilliant aura. If you miss it, you must be blind.
Yeah, he is a sun bro.
Oh, hello there. I will stay behind to gaze at the sun. The sun is a wondrous body, like a magnificent father. If only I could be so grossly incandescent.
Yeah, he is a sun bro, which is a covenant that you can get lightning miracles from, which are really, really good. This is the area I just came from. Yes, it is. So, yeah. This is going to be fun because, as a lot of people know, you can see the char marks. You start running the Drake that you saw will come flying through. So, you can hear it. And I never am able to get through there without getting hit. I think once I did, but after that, and here's your shortcut back to that one bonfire. This is why I said I might get that later, because here is your shortcut back. There is the area that the Drake first went to. There's the dudes with the spears, the fire bombers, all of that. So you can just skip all that and go up that ladder there now. Sit down, stand back up, because once again, I forgot about the souls. Yeah. Level up. And now throw one into Dex, two into Dex, one more into Strength. And that looks good. Now, let's see, yeah, Titanite, you want Titanite. As I said, I will leave a link to Vadi Vidya. He is great at doing lore, using descriptions, and just look at his entire backlog. He has some great stuff. His earliest works, called Prepare to Cry, talk about the characters. His later works have been fun. He goes basically all over the FromSoft stuff. He has done a series called Souls-like, which is every time a game that looked Soulsborne-y came out, he would cover it and do a quick, review, retrospective, whatever you want to call it on it. And every time FromSoft comes out with a game, he talks about it and whatnot. He is a great guy, from what I can tell. He's actually one of the guys who got me inspired to try again on these games. I originally played Demon Souls. I thought it was fun, but I didn't get very far. I tried playing Dark Souls. Again, thought it was fun, didn't get very far. Like I said, go to this patch right here, and it will aggro only one guy, which means you don't have to worry about them trying to help each other. And once I go over to the shopkeeper, I will purchase that sword, or purchase that bow, because and again, spear. Drop your axe, dude. Damn. But I'm gonna come over
there
here.
you are. Still keeping your marbles all together? Then go ahead. Don't be a nitwit. Never hurts to splurge when your days are numbered.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those people who's a grave robber. In fact, there's several characters who are grave robbers, and they do not hide it. They don't care what you think. They will rob from the area you died just because it makes them money. Now, I just spent as much as I could on the arrows. I'm probably going to get more.
Thank you very much. Come back soon.
Because I don't have... I'm not comfortable enough in my aiming skills to really do much to be able to hit the tail of the Drake enough to be able to the Drake sword comes from the Drake's tail. It is a tail weapon. I will not be trying to get all the tail weapons in this. Just like I will not be getting all the covenants, all the different stuff. If I get it, I get it. If I don't, well, oh well. Not sure if I will rescue the sorcerer dude. I've already got a character working on sorceries. I've got a character working on miracles. The character that was working on sorceries was also going to work on pyromancies, and I was just going to try and do it with 2 characters until I decided, hey, why not LP it? It's always fun to do, and it looks like I am getting close to time, so rest here. Relax, unwind, enjoy my barbecued self, and remember, it is never too late. It is... Sorry. I keep thinking of all these little things, but hey, there's nothing wrong with being a little late to the party.